My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Blueprints. I've got my money. I kind of want to go outside immediately. Kinda. Not enough. 10. Easy. We got to keep our frozen assets from yesterday as well, which is very handy. Actually, that's going to give us a very early draft here of Foyer. Hallway doors are always unlocked, making it very easy for us now to take any more hallways. Classroom. I only really have interest in drafting Classroom if I'm also then going to be drafting more. The only next time I want to have Classroom is when I have a 9 Classroom run, which could be today. Ooh, treasure trove. That's a lot of money early. I don't even need to pick up that money. It doesn't do anything for me right now. There is no realm that flies the white flag. Pink boxes marked with moon always contain false statements, and that was in a green statement in a blue chest. And this is handwritten but green. Red memos are lies unless they're handwritten, but we don't know what green memos that are handwritten are. Ooh, dining room, West Wing Hall, laboratory. Laboratory would give me the ability to get my experiment online, which is always nice, but dining room is also a bunch of additional steps early. Classroom, nook, corridor. I suppose I'll take nook then. Laboratory, spare bedroom, and door room. Here I feel like I have to take spare bedroom just so that I'm guaranteed to be able to get into the foundation. Oh, car keys up there. Cool. I should see if I get north access. Oh, perfect. Conference room, and it leads out in all the directions I want, and it's a conference room? Hell yes. And then rather than moving through there, I will move through here in order to pick up the car keys. If I get the garage, you know exactly what we're going to do with that. Go. Go was the... I was... go to the garage? Walk-in closet. Ooh. Navigational compass as well as a key card. Single key and a single gem. Goes down a treat. Yeah, rather than continuing to draft out on this line, I think it's about time I head to the den. See what's going on the other side. It's got to be Pool Hall. Pool Hall has the ability to give me another Great Hall, and Great Halls are permanently going to have all of their doors open because of the foyer that we already have. Also, I think you have to have a key now. Possibly even a special key. Ah, this is square root. Huh? 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 12. That's it. Huh? We looked at this. This was square root, right? This was maths. How? How? Huh. I'm... Nothing squares into 12. 2 times 2, 4. 3 times 3, 9. 4 times 4, 16. I could have sworn that in the maths work, the maths classroom, I figured out what this is. But evidently I didn't. So I know what squares are, and I know the rounding, but it's something between them. I thought the diamond was going to be square root. That can't be though. What can it be? I mean, I could try 20 different numbers to find out. Let's at least get a direction to think about first. 12. So we know that 20 is being taken away from this number afterwards. I wonder if it just means double it. So like 12, and then we double it to 24, and then we take away 20, we get 4. Nope. A diamond. I mean, if I square 24... No, if I square 12, I get 144. I take 20 away from that. How do I tell the board 124 is my answer? I'm going to try some even numbers. Yep. And just see if it gives me a result for an even number. And then work backwards from there to figure out what it was. Assuming it has to be an even number. Well, soon I will have tried all of the available even numbers. Okay. It was 1. What? All right, let's go back to the start. So it was 1 again, by the way, for the next one. 1 more time? Okay, cool. 2 is the answer to the first one. So this is somehow 1. We know that the second number is 20, and it's being subtracted. So we know whatever this operation is, 12 diamond, needs to equal 20. What operation can occur to 12 that makes it 20? Round up to the nearest 10? No, we have a way to round up to the nearest 10. That's a completely different thing. Oh, no, it becomes 19. No, it becomes 21. What do you do to 12 to make it 21? You invert it. So, 12, invert. 21 minus 20 is 1. 13, invert. 31 minus 10 and 20 is 1. Yep, got it. 20 plus 10 is 30, minus 9 is 21, inverted is 12. Got it. Had to work backwards there, but figured it out at the end. Yeah, absolutely the chapel. I have so much money. Bedroom, pantry, corridor. Let's take corridor. Heads north without an issue. Commissary. Ooh, it cuts off that den, but it does get a room that I want to go to, and it also is a commissary that I can go to and spend all of my money in. Well, not necessarily all of my money, but some of all of my money. Oh, courtyard. Great directions for that as well. Thank you for the shovel. I do have a keycard as well. My gosh. What absolute luck. Cloister of Joya. Yes. Yep, 100%. I will take that and I will draft out the adjacencies for it, specifically trying to get a kitchen, pantry, or furnace adjacent to the cloister. I'm going to take a hallway closet here for 2 items. Reason being, the Joya draft is going to be blocking this anyway. Oh, cool, a reroll. Actually, probably worth my while at the moment. Bedroom, storeroom, and locksmith. Bedroom at least leads in a good direction. I don't have many rerolls here because I don't have like a study or anything like that. Drawing room, security. I'll take security. I'll use my reroll on the final one. But security is really important right now because I have a keycard, so I have the ability to set the keycard system to strict. Make it so there's as many doors as possible there, and then also return to the keycard settings, let me log into the network, and set up my experiment. Fully connected. Experiment is set up. Or when you drop a hallway from another hallway, or each time you unlock or bypass a security door, or each time you find some trash while digging. I'm gonna go each time you unlock or bypass a security door, gain 1 star, because we have the key card, and I would like to get to 50 stars so I can see the new constellation. I'll drop this room before I leave, though. Another foyer? Furnace. I mean, it's not like the other one was necessarily going to offer me the furnace, so can't be too mad that's not there. I suppose give me greenhouse. I really wanted something that would continue going up, though. Should I get a second foyer? It's kind of a waste of gems, but it goes in the right direction, which is really important, because I'm about to possibly terminate this direction. Because if this gives me furnace... Oh, never mind. Patrick, got it. Boom. Main course has been permanently upgraded. Excellent. That door is locked, but I don't know if it's locked from the bedroom side. Ooh, bedroom has another reroll. Ivory die for us. Rumpus. Rumpus leads in a good direction, and also I desperately need to go to the Rumpus more so that I can get more of Alzara's hints. All right, Alzara. What's up? What does the great Alzara foresee?
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara.
Hi, Alzara.
And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
Not wrong about that.
The image is becoming clear. I hear the pattering steps of children running in the forest. The joyful echoes of laughter in the courtyard. I see an old man sitting in an even older chair. A seed that has served many generations, each with their own stories, each with their own secrets, each with their own endings, but all in the same chair. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara until the dawn of the following day.
I'm not certain what's really being suggested here. That we will take up our place continuing our legacy in this household. That we will eventually sit in the drawing room and have a drawing made of us, similar as Herbert Sinclair had before us, and it looks like our grandmother, maybe? I can't perfectly place that person in the attic. It looks like they're older than Lady Clara Epson was when she passed. So I don't think it is our grandmother. Not sure who it is. Alas. I did not know that that was in the same chair. And we do now. I'm not doing a classroom run, am I? No, actually. Oh, also, Oh. Well, yeah, I'll take the nursery, because... Hello, Red Prince. Red Prince, page A. So, X, Y, Z, A. Word 1, he. Okay, that doesn't translate. Hmm. I'm still struggling because it's page A, word X of the Red Prince. Page A, and the numbers count starting from X. So X. I guess the fixed stars. No, it was north. I don't know. X, Y, Z, A is what we did, but what about X, Y, Z, A? The. The roots looked north? I'm feeling like looked is wrong, and that's the one from A New Clue. So the problem that I encountered there was that if we count X as the first page, then we need page number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Yeah, there's no second word on page number 5. Page number 5's second word is either depart or cases or the of cases north, the at cases north, the roots cases north. I'm gonna have to puzzle through these at a different date. Because this is page X, Y, Z. A, and then B would be a picture book. It would be a picture here. Title page. A, X, Y, Z, A. Or X, Y, Z, A. So it's either he or the. The roots look north is the most tangible answer I can get from that. And it's not very. Oh boy. Billy Bass, you want to help me out here? Red diamonds, but Fanaris is red. I don't think the diamonds are also red. I've also seen diamonds of other colors in different areas as well. Alright, we'll head out the other way of the foyer first. Do I want to dig? No, I'm going to come back in this direction. And it's entirely possible I use a workshop to fix a couple of our pieces together. Gymnasium heads in all the right directions? Clock tower. I don't think we're early enough in the run to draft the clock tower and be before 1:30. Maybe we need to get there before 1:30. Before the first 1:30 in the day. Maybe that's my mistake. I keep getting there way too late. That would make sense. Clock tower, clock related to time. I'll take a storeroom. Additional resources, make sure that the run doesn't terminate too early for us. Observatory, I mean, you don't turn that down when you have this many stars. Experiment was successful as well, so we got... Oh, +1 star for having bypassed this room in the first place, yay. Florealis, Bloom of the Sky. We also get a Diamondus Minor, Farmer's Apple, and a Clovis the Key. Hell yes. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. We also got a key, a gem, and apples are more delicious today as well. Hallway, and it's in the perfect orientation as well. Don't even have to do anything for it. Great. Hallways are always unlocked. Dark room. I don't have the switch for turning that light back on. So I think I'm going to take one of my rerolls here so that I can try and get a location that I can actually utilize. Mechanarium. I have security only. Oof. I'm going to rotate the electric eel aquarium. And then I'll draft that. Dinner is served. This is also both adjacencies have to be open. Kitchen. Servants' quarters. A key for each bedroom in our house. I have wanted to regenerate the servants' quarters to try and get more of the green memos in there, which are always false. Alright, kitchen. Study. I'm glad that I got the kitchen. Because I recognize that I might need to access that corner because I might draft something like the study, which demands that I take it because it gives me so much control over other things, like, for instance, all of the rerolls that we would do outside. Lights of the Queen. I just feel like I don't. I don't. I don't feel like there are any clues in this room. There's a green book there. Am I supposed to interpret something from the fact that there is a green book there? There's the other colored books over here. All of the portraits are missing. Didn't they used to be in there? But they're gone from the frames? Is that maybe important? That the frames are empty now? One frame empty, two other frames empty. Flight of the Queen occurred not in September. So if we assume that the Flight of the Queen was the fleeing of Mary, I guess Mary? Maybe we should do Merry Christmas, that kind of thing. 1225 here as well. I know that's a code for something else though, so I suspect it unlikely. However, she fled in February and she was reported missing in September. So let's try 0302 for the empty frames in this room, and then the month that she was reported missing, and then 0309 for the month that the heist was committed 7 months later. Is Flight supposed to give me a number? Flight. How could Flight give me a number? Flight of stairs is a thing. There's not stairs to count in this room, so I don't think that's relevant. Flight of the Queen. There's one queen in the other room, so what about 01? 01, 02, 01, 09. What about 9083? 0983. 8 and 9 both can't be in the solution, right? Yeah, not if I'm not giving a year. 03 of 89. 03 of 98. Oh, 02 of 98 for February. Well, actually, I do know what day she went missing, right? I do. It's... I'm gonna be so annoyed if this is it, because it means that I've had the solution for ages. February 24th. February 21st, sorry, 1987. 2102. Enter. 2102. Enter. Not that. It was February 21st. In the root cellar. Last seen getting into a carriage around 3:45 p.m. on Friday, but we don't know what day that was reported necessarily. We know when she was born as well, which probably isn't worth trying, but it's 22nd of January. 2201. 1958 was her birth year. Yep. Still imagine that not to be the case. Born East Reddington. Yes, yes, yes. No sign has been found yet, and that was attached to XYZ Why was that attached to an XYZ ABC? Okay, I'm gonna try literally just like the last week before February 21st. Because the report was on February 21st, but I don't know what day that report is from. In fact, I might be able to find it in my screenshots. Let's see. Not in those. Nor those, nor that. Baron passed on a Wednesday. I could have sworn I had pictures of this. Apologies for this time it's taking. Princess Catelyn Yare was endowed with her mother's surnames. Prince Rolf, the grandson of Desilette IV. House Desilette revoked, yes. Yeah. I guess I lost track of taking a screenshot of the other one? Jean Ribbon has the date of birth of 0709. I don't think that's relevant, but I will try it. 0709. A new clue. Marigold. Many months into the disappearance. No, doesn't give us an appropriate date attached to it. And yeah, pretty certain we have nothing else on the writing about her. Damn. All right, I'm gonna quickly check something in my own recordings. Okay, I've struggled to find any actual footage of my own archives, looking at the things that I need to look at. So I'll surmise from that the February 21st, 1987 entry, I think, was written the week that she went disappearing. So I'm going to try 2102, and then I'm going to descend a week into the past from there. 2102, 2002, 1902, 1802. We should stop at 1402. 1702. 1602. 1502. 1402. And then 0983. No. Last one I want to test, and this is a very long shot because it was the solution for the drafting room, is the date that she actually left this estate, which was the 8th of November, 0811. So that's just relating it to Flight of the Queen. And that's because there's the Queen there, and there's the Queen there, and the Queen is on date, and it says it's a chest-based portmanteau, D8, date. Look, I tried. I put in my time. Every single time I encounter that room, I'm going to go in. I'm going to put in my time. Eventually, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to feel like a GD genius for a couple of milliseconds. It'll be nice. Oh. Oh. Okay, I can turn the water on here. I just don't have any. Got it. Well, at least that's gotta be running water that I can fill the thing with. The whatchamacallit, the watering can. Boudoir lavatory and planetarium. I really do want some additional rerolls. And of course, Boudoir comes with the benefit of knowing this code. Two additional ivory dye. And we'll be heading our way back out. Guess I should dig this while I'm here. One. I have a second. Yeah, second. Mechanarium is really getting screwed, unfortunately. I'm not getting enough rooms to really justify it a lot of the time. Funeral parlor. Gems equal to the red rooms in your house. It'd give us 4 gems right now. I do really need gems. I was about to say, if I dropped another red room to the north, it's very easy. We'll be taking dark room. Turn the light off, just in case I come back. There is only one true statement. Possibly true. The gems are in a box with a false statement. Possibly true. There are 2 true statements. These 2 are mutually exclusive. Boo, 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 boo. So, if this is false, then there could be up to 2 true statements, or even 3. Not 3. 3 is impossible. So this says, if it's false, there are 2 true statements. And if this is false, it proves that there aren't 2 true statements. So they can't both be false. Which means one of them is true and one of them is false. They also both can't be true for the same reason. So, assuming this is true, then this would be false. It says there are 2 true statements, so it's wrong, which means that this final one needs to be false. So true, false, false. And this says the gems are in a box with a false statement. So its falsity would be the gems are in a box with a true statement, the only true statement, which is blue. Is there a way that this could be true? This says there are 2 true statements. This one would have to be false. There are 2 true statements, and this one says the gems are in a box with a false statement. So if that's also true, oh no. There are 2 true statements. That can be true, and that can be true. And then this would be false. This says the gems are in a box with a false statement, which means the gems would be here. Oh no, that's a valid solution. Which of the solutions doesn't work then? There is only one true statement. True. There are 2 true statements. False. There are 2 false statements. The gems are in a box with a false statement. False. The gems are in a box with a true statement, which is the blue one. This is false. And this is true. There are 2 true statements. This is true, and this says there are a box in the false. Both of them imply it's in the blue no matter what. So the 2 valid cases still both tell me that it has to be in blue, which makes it obvious it's in blue. Now I have a lot more control of my rerolls and also my positioning of things. I actually... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I really wanted to... Like, if I really tried, I think I might be able to turn this into a schoolyard run. Like, if we went outside and they gave us the schoolyard materials, I have enough rooms to spawn the rest of them, and I could snake my way up the rest of the map doing so. I would also have a lot of rerolls, because I have some drafting rooms already. 1 in library. Just the 1 in library? I could have sworn I had another one. Oh, and pool hall, yes. Library and pool hall. Could go out to the Cloister of Joya. I haven't drafted a new green since then, so indoor nursery is not going to have anything new for us. Khaki salt sledgehammer. More and more, I feel like this is a good idea. Ooh. Oversized turnip for a whole mess of steps. Rather dirty coin as well. I'm not expecting at this point to get a workshop and come back. Worthless old brick. But if you have enough of those, you have your own estate. Granted, they have to be positioned just so, and the just so is with mortar between them, but still. Nothing left in the shop for sale. Alright, let's see if we get a schoolyard outside. I think it's probably the only thing that could really accomplish a huge amount this run, other than finding new rare rooms that I've not been able to go to often. Let's redraw. Tomb. No. Schoolhouse. Ooh. A little bit digging can be done here. That's a key for us. All right. Heading back out. My concern right now is I might need, like, 1 more room's worth of gems so that I can afford to draft all of these. Oh, I don't have a showroom, but 30 steps nonetheless. 31 with the salt, of course. S&P, the choice for me. I'd love to get a couple of impressive pebbles, specifically gems here. Very unlikely. You seldom dig gems up, especially with an unupgraded shovel. Classroom! Love one of these classrooms to have the to have a gem in it. Classroom, and it leads out in the right direction. There is garage, but garage will literally terminate our run. Oh my god. I'm just... 5. I can spawn 5 more classrooms. And then I need gems. It's not like I left a bunch of gems everywhere waiting to be picked up. Workshop, West Wing Hall, garage. I mean, garage terminates the run, obviously, so no. We can redraw as many times as we need here. Showroom. 1, 2, 3, no. Here's the problem. If I get showroom, I will have the ability to draft... Oh, no, wait, I won't even be able to buy the emerald bracelet because it won't be there. Alright, it's classroom, and I'm just hoping to find a gem in one of these classrooms. Quite desperately. And when I say a gem, I do mean multiple, which is going to make it harder. It's so sad because I can already see that this is just not going to happen for me. Why? I'm going to redraw rather than rotate that classroom, hoping that it comes back in a rotated position. It doesn't. Realistically, like, the armory could give me an axe. The planetarium could give me 2 additional stars. I'm not going to be able to get the rest of the classroom, Sisteron, unfortunately. I was really trying to set up for it. I'm going to get the armory, because if you have an axe in here, it's everything, and you don't. Well, thankfully, I still get half of the benefit of the other location that we could have gotten. I think we're going to have to call this one a day. Mount Holly's Garden Shopping Center with 4 green rooms and 4 shop rooms. And an unacceptably low amount of school rooms. We'll find the run with the 9th classroom in the future. Along the way there, though. I'll tell you, the my name's been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Blueprints. Top left is the series playlist for all my content of the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations down below. Streaming past are the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Add up both the thank you and a special thanks this episode to Dyla. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully see you all next time.